Welcome to the Alchemy of Ascension Season 2, where we are exploring our galactic origins and becoming multidimensional. I'm your host, Washela Sananda, and today it's my pleasure to introduce you to a returning guest. She was also on Alchemy of Ascension, our first season, Christine Breese. Welcome, Christine.
Hello, nice to be with you again. Missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too, and I'm so happy that you agreed to come back and have another conversation. And
It's my honor.
yes, everybody loves you and loved the conversation we had. So it's really fun that we get to do it again and go deeper and explore more. So
Awesome.
yes, so for starters, I'll just share a little bit about your background and what you're up to. Christine Breese is the founder of University of Metaphysical Sciences in the United States, Gaia Sagrada Retreat Center in Ecuador, and Free Retreats for All, which is a worldwide global outreach. She travels the world facilitating free spiritual retreats and workshops, has written several books, offers online courses, makes YouTube videos, and she also facilitates shamanic medicine ceremonies, mostly at Gaia Sagrada Retreat Center in Ecuador, but also traveling for medicine retreats as well. So you have a fun and interesting life.
Yes, it's different.
Yeah. And I guess that is the whole conversation around conscious life creation and what our life can look like when we choose to do what's calling us and follow our divine calling versus, do what maybe society expects us to do, which can look very different for most people.
Takes a lot of work to
Yeah.
make your own niche.
Yeah, it does. It does, although it can also be very fulfilling.
Yes.
So you are currently in Ecuador,
Uh-huh.
and let's start there. Tell me a little bit about what is life like in Ecuador right now.
Well, it's actually really nice. It's there's no riots or anything like that, which is nice
Yeah.
with like the United States and Europe and things like that going on. Um, and it's a peaceful country, and people are really making an effort to still have their lives, but not. Although it's the same as everywhere, things are pretty rough for everybody in the pandemic situation. But you know what? That's coming to a close now, and life is going to come back to normal slowly, maybe. But but here at Gaia Sagrada, I feel so lucky to have been here during the lockdown because it's just heaven here. I mean, the trees, the animals, the birds, the beauty, the sky, the stars, it's really nice. But Gaia Sagrada, the retreat center where we do the shamanic ceremonies in Ecuador, it's like a sleeping giant. Sometimes when I walk on the property and look, it's like, ooh, it's like a sleeping giant just waiting for the awakening again to happen, and all the people come, and we're really looking forward to it. We're getting ready to open again, and because people really want to come,
Yeah.
but things are going to start kind of slow, of course, because it's going to take a while for people to travel again. And that's basically it. I'm just enjoying the beautiful property. I have a few people here. We're getting ready to start community as well, where people can come and actually live here. And it would cost like $1,000 a month, more or less, depending on the housing they choose for, and that would include all the food, the yoga, the meditation, the uh, the community, the Wi-Fi, the hot tubs. There's lots of stuff. And
I'm on my way.
oh my God, it is such a great place to escape from the world here. People wouldn't even know there was a problem going
Wow.
on out in the world right now. And honestly, I don't think it's going to end. And even when the pandemic lifts, I don't think we're out of the hot water yet, because this is a paradigm shift, and
Yeah.
paradigm shifts are tough. And it's a birth and a death at the same time. And that's messy business. And yeah, so we've got to be extra diligent to keep our mood up, to keep our faith in the change, faith in humanity, awakening, faith in the spiritual powers that be that are taking care of the situation and making sure that we don't do things like blow ourselves up.
Yes.
And yeah, just to keep the faith and to keep the beautiful light in our hearts and not go down into places of depression during a time when our light is needed more than ever. So
Yeah.
anyway, I guess that's a long answer to your question.
No, thank you. That's perfect. So, one of the things I wanted to kind of get into with you, because I think it's fascinating to hear the different perspectives on what is happening globally and on not just on or in Ecuador, but like what is happening to the world. And there are a lot of different
Mm,
perspectives. But is this the ascension? Is this the age of Aquarius, the shift? What is
yeah.
your perspective on that energetic that's happening now?
We've been waiting for this for a long time, and a lot of people are like, "Oh God, I didn't know it was going to be so hard." When they made their galactic choice their soul choice to come here and be part of this insanity. But that's why the population is so high right now, is because all souls that were involved in the Earth plane have come to get a front row seat to this great awakening. In the history books, this is a time that's going to be in the future. This is going to be a time written as the Great Awakening. And we're all having a part in this Great Awakening. We're part of these historical characters playing out a really important change in history. And we might be thinking, what was my soul thinking coming here right now? Because it's tough. It is tough. And we're the ground crew. There needed to be a ground crew, and we're the ground crew. And the ground crew has the toughest job. It would be easy to be an angel holding space around the world. Well, not easy, because obviously holding space takes skill and work, but it's harder to be a human right now. It's harder to be an angelic human right now, holding space for this world to change and not getting moved by all the chaos and all the disappointments and sadnesses. We have to be like a rock in a stormy sea where we're just unmoving in our light, our love, our compassion, our faith in what humanity's potential is, and that it can reach that. And no matter how much the waves are crashing on us, we're just still in the midst of it all as a ground crew 007 secret agent of love in this world.
I love that. It's, a lot of people are challenged, and I find myself, I don't watch any news, I don't watch the media. I do get on, Facebook and stuff, but I've really limited the sites that I see there, the pages, because I don't want to be inundated with, there's
Right,
political stuff and there's, COVID stuff and there's all this agenda that I don't
right.
necessarily need in my reality. So I'm finding it easier to sort of extract myself from the public thought form or thinking when when I'm not participating in that. However, for those people that are, really more in the day to day of it, what are some things that they can do, or that we could do, to stay aligned in the center of all of this seeming chaos that's around right now?
That's a really good question that a lot of people are asking right now too, since it is a challenge. And